Well, you missed a lot. It kicked off. I did something. But I'm back, so if you watch two of them, those of you may or may not know what these things are. I got them at one of Dad's auctions, I think. This is a bank I got when I was about 8 years old from the Southern Michigan National Bank in Coldwater, Michigan. Got coins in it, probably worth more than the cast iron bank. My orchids are happy, they're dormant right now, but they gotta sleep. They'll come back. The bottles were decorated by some of Joel Botz's special needs students, and they really fit right in to my patio scheme of things. I have another cactus table. Very content, doing very well. These plaques, hope they come through. These are this year's products by these same kids. I've got their plaques, their names, and their photos, and they were almost made for my patio. They're so colorful. The kids are so cool. This little guy, Manuel, he's my buddy. He's the one with an ocular implant. I got two of his. I didn't get these kids tiles, but I did get their photos. Like I say, they fit in real well with what I'm trying to do. Part of my life. And this end of the patio, pretty cool. The table's happy, plants are all happy, ferns are happy. Geranium, boy, you should have seen it. It's grown a foot in the last week. This weather has made everything work. I'm going to go walking in from the patio. Well, I'll go down. I'll enter through the dining area. Kind of a funky, simple kitchen, but it works. 2 bottles of homemade Kahlua, getting ready to go to a potluck dinner in an hour or so. This is my dining area. I call this my happy wall. It's got photos that go back from a student, one of Joel's chicken buses. A local woman, Lynette, painted this probably 40 years ago, 30 years ago. This is little Manuel's impression, hand impression. This was painted by another young man, 19-year-old named Manuel, who only paints by holding the paintbrush in his mouth. He has really no arms. He can speak. He's very intelligent. No legs. But he paints. And I got one. That's a lighthouse. My Aunt Sharon and Uncle Don visited me in San Diego in the Point Loma Lighthouse. That's just a tourist plate of Antigua, Guatemala. I bet it fits in. Here's my 2 indigenous painting walls. Paintings on one wall. This guy's famous of sorts, Oscar Perrin. I like it. My funky kitchen. Functional, interesting, love the hangings. It's dirty right now. I cooked last night. Okay, I'm going over. This is here's the story. A lot of you will know the story of my 2 Byrons. And there they are. I don't believe in reincarnation, but there's some similarities. I don't know who that dude was. He's old. This is my key purse hanging, done by Fabian Hernandez, one of my artist friends. This is a painting traveled with me all the way from San Diego. It's what we used to call the E Street House, painted by our friend Jim Bleisner back in 72, 3. These are us. Can you pick me out? A bunch of us that lived there and worked for the bridge, and it's where the It started. I'm on the left, if it helps you any, with a black dog in my lap. Yeah, changed a bit. Everybody needs a quetzal bird. I've got one, 2, 3. The light's not perfect, but these are two of the other artists working with Joel and his brother Marcus. It's Fabian and Jorge Morales, both of them extremely talented, good men, great artists, and I really like the paintings I got. This one was done by a one-time gang member, Vernon Wright. I saw Vernon in 69, 70, 71, 72. Through gang life, drug addiction, walked in his apartment when he was shooting heroin up, visited him in jail, and he got out of the scene and discovered lapidary work and artwork, and I'd turn over the painting and show you what he wrote on the back. I caught up with him 20 years later and bought one of his paintings. Here's the guest bath. It's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm doing it pretty much in blacks and whites. You can see my choice of decor for this room is mostly blacks and whites, but it works. Closet with shelves. My spiral staircase with my own collection of enlarged photos. This seemed to be the place for them. They really work well going up my staircase. This is my guest bedroom. Pretty cool. I've got it pretty well done up. It's comfortable, folks. And the patio, same patio, actually all 4 panels open up from this bedroom onto the patio with the same view. It's pretty nice. Come on down. Now we're leading into the master bedroom. 2 of Joel's, the original paintings of Joel Batz that I got. That's a security system. All 8 aren't working, or 9, but I can tell if someone's in my door, my backyard, etc. This is done by Marcus Batz, Joel's brother, Chichi Castanango, a famous community that turns into a marketplace every Thursday. And on this church step gets filled with vendors selling flowers. It's beautiful, and I love this painting. This is one of the very first ones of Joel's I bought, A Pathway to Hope. This is another one of his brothers. And this is a compliment to the other Pathway to Hope of Joel's. My computer, and I'm finally connected. Watch. I finally have internet service. And all 4 panels open up. And the master bedroom leads out into the same patio. And this means a lot to me. It's the first oil painting of Joel's I bought. If you haven't read Bless Me Ultima, this could have been taken right from there. But Joel has his own reasons. I won't go into the story behind this painting. but I like it a lot. And this is a 3 that I use as a series. There's a shoeshine boy giving back to his environment on the pathway to hope. And a man in his burro walking up that same pathway. Okay, it's already up to 10.5 minutes. I know you're not going to hang with me, so I'm going to go up really fast. I don't come up here much. I don't have reason to, except that the patio, the terrace out there, has a built-in barbecue and the same view of the volcano. And these are a couple rooms that makes into a bed. Right now, I'm not going to use these much. Got great closet space, ventilation, but they're pretty much vacant, but I can do something maybe in the future, or maybe they'll stay vacant. This one is a loft. Look how intelligent I look. All these books that I haven't read. And that's a hanging. That paddle was done by a man named Pablo. Pablo died of brain cancer. I knew him. He played poker with us with his son Sebastian. Pablo Swayze. And the owner left that. Well, he gave that to the owner, and the owner left it here, and I like having it. That's looking down from this loft room into my living room. Anyway, it's time for me to bring this to a close. I won't show you the back. I can hang out the window a moment and show you my back gate, my laundry, a washer and dryer down there. You can't see them. But I got plants everywhere. They're all happy. My neighbor, this is the only place where I can see my neighbor. I don't like the neighbors, stare at my neighbor. They can't stare at me. That's cool. I don't hang out this window. That's across the street. All vacant land with a view down to Antigua. The Earth Lodge is over there. Can't see it. You all come on up here and visit. Like they say, I'll leave the light on. I got plenty of space for you. Take care. Adios.